Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back for Self-Care Sunday. I have gained quite a few viewers in the last week or so. So if you have no clue what Self-Care Sunday is, Self-Care Sunday is for the people that love to chill and dish about life and talk about hair. I make these videos for those of you guys that want something to watch while you're doing your hair, want to feel like you're chatting with your best friend, while you're doing all the things that you need to do during your day. So, I like to review a deep conditioner while we're, having our little discussions. And today I am going to try the Main Choice Heavenly Halo Herbal Hair Tonic and Soy Milk Deep Hydration Mask. She be coming in with these names, bruh. Like, Courtney be thinking about that stuff. I've had this, I think I got this during Black Friday. I tried the shampoo. I've been using the shampoo for over a year now, and I absolutely enjoy it, and I did use it today. And I was like, bruh, I have not pulled this out yet, so I wanted to go ahead and review this today. So if you're interested in seeing how this deep conditioner works in my hair and chatting it up, then just keep watching. Right, so let me read some of the call outs on this. It says, it deeply penetrates to intensely hydrate, noticeably restores hydration levels in dry, thirsty hair, superior hydrating formula, calms frizz and improves elasticity, leaves hair feeling soft, supple, and tangle free, helps to minimize shedding and breakage. So, I'm really excited to use this. The first 5 ingredients are water, umatanga seed oil, palmarosa oil, yashimadu root, and elderflower extract. So all of those things that are discussed, that are marketed, because it does market the umatanga, the palmarosa, the yashimadu, yucca, and burdock, all of those are relatively high up, and the yucca and the burdock follow right after those first 5. So you're not missing anything in this when it comes to ingredients. She markets high quality ingredients, and you are getting high quality ingredients. So let's go ahead and get into it. And also, if you are new, this is my baby Ellie. I'm sure those of you that have been watching my content just over the last week have seen her hopping up and down on and off of my bed and videos, but she's always here. This is her safe space. So I do have 3 other animals for those of you that are just, now starting to watch me and getting into my channel. And that's where my hair is at. So it's looking really good already. I shampooed and then I did a quick rinse out conditioner just so I could wash my face and everything. I didn't want to just leave my hair there drying, but it's looking pretty good. I have some pieces that mostly in the back that could definitely use some good hydration. These back pieces dried out really hard. It had nothing to do with the Unicurl product that I used. It had everything to do with the fact that I did not blow dry my roots when I knew I needed to blow dry my roots. I let them go too long, and when I do that, we talked about high growth fatigue. I have a whole video on it. Stuff like that is how I can get high growth fatigue, because my hair won't dry. And so with this new cut, it's amazing because even though I still have my length, it gives me the illusion of having a shorter, almost tapered cut. But it really does intensify the density in the back of my head. You guys know I have a lower density in the front and a higher density in the back. And so when I tell y'all my back section really doesn't want to dry, even though I got my hair cut, it really doesn't want to dry. So I'm gonna have to be more vigilant about that just to make sure that I'm keeping everything healthy. But y'all, that Unicurl custard, oh my god, it lasted so well in heat, humidity. It did a great job. It looked amazing throughout the days. I wouldn't have had to wash my hair if it weren't for the fact that I wanted to make sure I put up this video. But when I went to rinse it out, it felt like I had applied a creamy leave-in conditioner to my hair. Not even a custard, just a creamy leave-in. So that just speaks to the moisture and the hydration that you get from that product, it's really good. So yeah, like I highly suggest it. The ingredients are top notch. The customer service and the leadership is top notch. And the results, honestly, like they speak for themselves. Like I've yet to hear anybody tell me that they didn't like the product. So y'all usually tell me if you tried something and you hated it. So if you tried it and you didn't like it, feel free to let me know. It won't hurt my feelings. You know, but a lot of you guys, sorry, I'm looking for my clip. I don't know what I did with my clip. Oh, here it is. A lot of you guys tell me that every time you buy something that I recommended, it's like spot on. And I'm really happy. Like y'all know I try to give you the most valuable and thorough information possible. But how are y'all doing? I'm truthfully a little down today. I almost didn't want to come on camera, but I didn't, you know, I thought about it and I was like, I gotta keep living life. But I found out that my advisor from college passed away yesterday. And it hurts. It hurts. Those of you who have gone to smaller institutions understand kind of the bond that you create with your mentors and your professors. And by the way, this has a really nice feel. And it was like that for me and her. She had been struggling with cancer far before I had gotten to Meredith. And she ended up taking me under her wing. And she ended up being my academic advisor once I finally chose my major. She was kind of already like my pseudo-academic advisor, truthfully. But it was hard because, you know, with every day you could see things getting worse for her, and like she would have to cancel our meetings and stuff because she would have to go to the hospital. But it's just not fair, you know? Like to have stage 4 ovarian cancer, it spreads to your brain and you're barely in your 30s, you know? She's gonna be leaving 2 kids and a husband behind, and an entire community that loved her to death. But as unfair as it is, she has done more for her community, for her students, shit, for this entire planet than most people have done in lifetimes that were double or triple what she had, you know? And so she lived, even though she didn't live the longest life, she lived a full life. And I remember before I graduated, a lot of us were worried because she was still going to Costa Rica and stuff. She was the head of one of our study abroad programs to Costa Rica, and she was still going. And, you know, I talked to some of my friends about it, and I was like, you know, it's probably not the best thing on her body, but she has always refused to stop living, just because she had cancer, and she lived her truth, and she was very open about it. She spoke very openly about it with us as a class, when I was in her classrooms, and it took some people aback, but she's part of the reason why I don't care when people feel like I overshare, because she brought so much awareness to what she was going through. And her support was really important because she was never one of those people that treated me like my disease didn't matter because it wasn't killing me. You know what I mean? And she related to me in ways that I think a lot of people just didn't. I never would have given myself the permission to take a leave of absence when I was at school if it weren't for her. And there's a good chance that if it weren't for her, I may not have gone back after my leave of absence because I was just so depressed and so defeated after everything that had happened in that period of time. But, you know, our community lost a huge light. And I guarantee you pretty much everybody that's watching this video right now has never met her, but you've benefited from what she's brought to the scientific community in this world. So yeah, it was just sad finding that out yesterday. I knew that it was coming. When I graduated, the last time I saw her, she was losing her hearing. Like, it was rough. And I knew that it was coming. But just because you know something's coming doesn't mean that it feels any better. And so it's been hard, you know, and I love her, and I appreciate everything that she has done for me, and I appreciate her inspiring me to be the person that I want to be in this world, and to talk about my struggles, and to not feel like I have to put on for the crowd, to not feel like I have to go out of my way to make other people feel better about how bad I feel. You know, she motivated me to find the best doctors and to get the care that I needed and the care that I deserved. And just for that alone, I will forever be grateful. But if it weren't for her, my degree wouldn't exist. She was the director of that program. She brought all of that to fruition. And so I owe so much of everything I've learned and everything that I've walked away with to her. And I'm just going to continue to live my life honoring that and paying that forward through you guys, through my work, you know, through my field of study. So her memorial is next week, so I'm going to be over there. It's going to be a packed week for me. I don't know how I'm going to get all the stuff I need to get done, but it will be done. So, but on to a lighter note. This feels really nice, like really emollient, really rich. This has a really nice feel to it. I was kind of nervous because I think it was my friend Janae. Janae, I think it was you that said you hated this. I think it was Janae. y'all don't even know who I'm talking about, but I know she's gonna watch this video and she's gonna know whether she hated it or not. But she did not like this, so it's gonna be interesting to see how it feels when I rinse it out. But one thing I am noticing, you kind of can't notice it on the camera because you can see a lot of like the white from the product in my hair, but my curls look really shiny. Like as soon as I put this on my hair, everything started looking very, very shiny. Yeah, so it's been, goodness, it's been a hot minute since I've done a self-care Sunday, and so much has happened like in the last couple of weeks. Positive stuff. I have been listening to Chance the Rapper on repeat. Chance the Rapper and Daniel Caesar. That's been my bread and butter for music for the last week or so. When I was on my way to Virginia, I went ahead because his album dropped that night, but I didn't listen to it because I knew that I was going to be the 3.5 hour car ride. So I played that when we got to like the halfway point to Richmond. So I was very happy. I've been waiting on a new drop from Chance. Bryson is finally like putting out new stuff. I'm very happy. It's so nice when your curls are just happy, healthy little curlies. But yeah. It's been like, I feel like so much has happened in the last week just with my Mael review alone. Like, I was not expecting the response that I got to that video. I was not expecting it to reach the people that it did. Like, that was wild. I hate that it had to be like a negative one though. But I mean, it is what it is, you know? Like, I'm not going to dampen my thoughts and pretend to like something for the sake of people who may not understand where I'm coming from, you know? So, because, you know, I think I've said this before, like, I don't owe my loyalty to brands. I owe my loyalty to you guys. And so I have to act accordingly. Like, that's what's important. But yeah, that video has reached further than I thought it would, and the views on that are still climbing. So that was crazy. Like I said, like that happened, and then hitting 1,000, like it all happened at a time where I kind of really needed it, just with being really worried about my grandma, who she can see again. She's good. She was really thankful that y'all were so sweet and sent her so much love. But that's why I stress like the community aspects of things, because you never know what can come to light, what kind of love and acceptance you can receive. And that's why I just strive to continue to like build this community, because it has really just been a great thing. And that's why, like, you know, a lot of YouTubers are having these issues now where they're not doing as well as they hope they would in 2019. I think a lot of that is just because they don't connect with their audiences. Like, you don't connect with your audiences, and it's like, I understand, like, we all have lives, we all go through things, but you can't expect people to not speculate or question or draw conclusions on their own if you don't say anything. And you don't have to tell your whole life story to let people know, like, hey, I have a family emergency. I'm not going to be able to upload, you know, as frequently as I would like to. That's all that needs to be said. Like, you don't have to make it difficult. I guess for me, I get tired of people's excuses. Like, if you want to do the thing, do the thing. If you don't want to do the thing, don't do the thing. And it's that simple. I get so tired of excuses. I hate excuses. It's just exhausting, and especially like from people that have literally elevated their lifestyles from YouTube. You know, they own things that the majority of the population could never dream of, like, owning, achieving, etc., because they had communities that rallied around them. And listen, this is the thing. Y'all don't pay us, but y'all are the reason that we get paid. Like, and I hate it when people act like that's not a thing. Like, y'all are the reason that we get paid. You don't have to kiss your subscribers' asses to be humble and to be grateful for what you have, and to listen. Like, you don't have to kiss ass to do that, you know? Because at the end of the day, if it weren't for however many subscribers you have, like, you wouldn't be in the positions that you are. And, you know, like, just a lot of you guys in general, like I said, a lot of you guys fight for me to be seen. You fight for my content to be visible to other brands. You hype me up to other brands. And the brands that I review, a lot of you guys do reach out to them. And I have brand owners tell me that they've heard from some of you guys that, you know, like, you have reached out to them and told them about my content and the reviews that, you know, pushed you guys to purchase. And I'm so appreciative of that, because when I started YouTube, like, that was never the goal. But it's amazing that that has become something that is a reality for me, because one, you guys trust me, but two, you guys, like, you rock with me in a way that I just really appreciate, you know? And, you know, like, that's priceless. But I hate to see people that get that same kind of love, that get that same kind of energy, and they don't appreciate it, and they just ignore it. And I tell you guys all the time, like, sometimes y'all will ask me to do certain videos, and I'm like, I high-key might forget to do it. Like, if it's not something that's, like, in my immediate radar, then it may be something that I forget to do. Just because, you know, like, there's so much going on in the natural hair community There's so many things coming out. There's always something to review. And so there are times where if it's something that's not on my immediate radar, it may be forgotten. But the suggestion is never underappreciated. And I have a whole book of things that either ideas that I have come up with or ideas that you guys have come up with and requests that you guys have for the channel. And I always keep them in that book. And even if it takes me a hot minute, even if I forget a couple of times, I promise you're going to see that video at some point. Unless like a product is discontinued and you can't get it anymore, then I probably won't review that. I try to listen to you guys too. I keep up with my analytics, and you know, like I have a lot of people that ask me to shorten the videos. And it's actually ironic because, so I've been kind of trying to do this thing where I will like try to make shorter videos in between. And what I've found in doing that, because especially like before, like pre-self-care Sunday, like a year ago, I started doing self-care Sunday. And before that, like my videos were a lot shorter than they are now, on average. And analytically, you guys will sit through a longer video than you will a shorter one. I don't know what it is about that. Like, I really don't. But analytically, more of you guys are sitting through my long ass videos than you are like my shorter ones. That's weird. I guess it is to me, because like in my mind I think, well, if it's shorter, then you're more than likely to finish watching it. And I think that's how a lot of you guys that request shorter content feel about it too. And that's understandable. But just because I know that that is a thing analytically doesn't mean that I'm not going to aim to make shorter content for those of you that, you know, kind of just need like touch and go. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to listen to that. And I do try to make shorter content. So far, every editing program that I have used has like really messed with the computer that I'm using. And so it's a lot harder to really edit down your content when the more advanced editing software kind of messes with your computer. So that's really like my biggest like hiccup with that right now. But I also, and a lot of you guys understand this too, like we've talked about this, I don't want to sacrifice the necessary information that you guys may need for time's sake. And I would rather just put a timestamp in my video than not say what I feel like needs to be said. And then you guys are left kind of hanging, you know what I mean? I would rather get it all out of the way initially and have the video be a little bit longer. But that doesn't mean that I'm, you know, like I'm ignoring you guys. I'm not dismissing you guys' ideas and thoughts and needs when it comes to a channel that you want to watch and continue to support. So I really appreciate you guys. Y'all are dope. But what else has been going on? Really, y'all, I just been working like a dog. Like I really have. I've been working like crazy. Our store is a hot mess. This week is going to be a hot mess because I'm one of the associates in charge of floor set, so I have to be doing that at the beginning of the week. We have a promotion going on Monday. That's gonna be crazy. If you guys shop Soma, tomorrow is National Panty Day. And if you wear Embraceable or Embliss styles, they're going to be 10 for $40. So if you shop Soma, you should go by there and get yourself some draws. But we're gonna have that going on. I have like a million and one things I need to film and test. But coming up next Sunday, we have an event. And I don't know what's going to be on the event, so I can't give you guys a heads up. They don't want us telling people anything about it. So, hopefully we'll have information on that soon, for those of you that are Soma shoppers. But it's going to be a crazy week, like between my job and then YouTube and kind of taking care of home, you know, but I'll get it done. I always do. I'm really liking the way that this mask feels. It feels very nourishing, and it looks like my hair is definitely responding to it. Like, I could already see certain sections were already just absorbing the product, which is a good sign. It's a very good sign. And then nothing has really been going on in like the natural hair YouTube universe. Everything's been pretty boring, which is kind of a good thing, you know? I wish that there were more of the times, like, more positive things to talk about in the natural hair community and not so much drama, which I feel like that's just like any community, you know what I mean? The drama is going to get the push before the actual like positive things that are going on do. But it's cool. A lot of people had babies this last week. My cousin had her baby. A couple of close friends had babies. Jasmine Desiree, formerly Jasmine's Curl, she had a baby. Her little Soleil. So a lot of people have had babies. Like, we brought a lot of Leos in. So, that's been really cool. I think just, I don't know, there's something about, new life entering this world that is just comforting because there's so much craziness going on, especially just in the last 24 hours. Like, we've had 2 mass shootings in the last 24 hours. I could harp on that, but I won't. It's just, because I'll get upset. I'll get angry. Y'all don't want to see that side. I save that side for politicians, okay? But yeah, it's nice to see more life coming into this world. I just wish that as human beings we cherished it a little bit more. And especially as Americans, I wish that we cherish life a little bit more. I think we take a lot for granted, even though we have horrible, atrocious things that go on here every day. Nobody talks about it. But I think just in general, the way that we have been taught to value life in this country is not on par. Also, was it Ethiopia? Was it Ethiopia that planted 1 million trees? I think. I could be getting that completely wrong. I think it was Ethiopia though. But I was just really proud. But honestly, like, when I saw the headline, I was really pissed. Not at them. I was pissed because I feel like, well, I don't feel like, I know that countries that do the least to cause harm to our environments tend to be the ones that keep trying to do the most. And I'm just like, you shouldn't have to. It's not right. And there are things that I feel like, you know, other countries, yes, like, should contribute, but countries like the United States, China for sure, you know, we're the ones that are creating a lot of these issues en masse. And we're the ones that should be working on it. But hey, I feel like that's just the way of life. Like, the big guy causes the harm, and the little people are the ones that are always trying to rally and fix. Like, freaking Elon Musk. I'm just like, there's so much that you could do with all that money. And you want to try to make it so that if something happens on this planet, we can, like, live on Mars. And I'm just like, how about you just put your money into fixing the damn planet? Like, like, step one. But I don't know. Technology is a blessing and a curse. And unfortunately, we're not using our technology to the best. In a lot of ways, we're not using it to the best of our abilities. I'm just obsessed with this cut, y'all. Just completely, utterly obsessed. But off of that political rant, because that could go on for, I could talk about that for hours. I mean, I got a whole degree in it. I spent 4.5 years talking about these very same situations to get my degree. And I still carry that on, and I still do what I can. And hopefully, pretty soon, I will have a job where I can continue to carry that out. But, yeah, I am like, y'all, my skin started peeling this morning. I was really concerned. I know that's so random. But, I think it's my retinol, because I started back on my, rapid repair dark spot treatment, which I just did this, but this is really starting to clear up. It looks even better in person. And I just did those scars too. Don't pick your face, guys. Don't be like me. I'm better about it now than I used to be, but it's a habit that I'm trying to completely stop. But, yeah, so my face is peeling. And so I just did my vitamin C serum this morning and put on some moisturizer. Guys, if you are using retinol treatments, now I've never tried any of the Urban Skin RX moisturizers because I just love my Belief moisturizer so much. But the Belief True Cream moisturizing balm is so good if your skin is feeling like kind of tough and sensitive. It's very cooling, but it's like super duper moisturizing. So I just did my vitamin C serum and then put that on top. I didn't do anything else. No treatments, no acne spot treatment, nothing like that. Because that acne spot treatment I got from Urban Skin RX, I told y'all I was gonna get that. Y'all, that stuff busted it out like nobody's business. Like, the only, like, the raised spots on my face are just scars that are starting to go away and heal. But it knocked the really bad breakout I was having, it knocked it out in like 2 days. So, if you need a good acne spot treatment, the one from Urban Skin RX is dope. I don't think you can get it in the store. I think you can only get it on their website. But it's totally worth it. It's so good. So, yeah, I've had some skin struggles just because, like, now my medication is really, really starting to set in and take hold. And hormones are hormones. And that's something that I'm never going to be able to fix, but I don't have full-blown acne like I did before. And I think I used a hair product that was kind of breaking me out too, because I was breaking out more along like the edges, like the perimeter here. Not really going into this spot here, because that was where I would get a lot of my hormonal acne, was like right in here and then like right in here. But I was getting breakouts like right on the edge of here and then going down into here and then here and then going down into here, and then I had like some here from, I already knew what that was from. I was eating like garbage. I was eating so much grease. So I had some here, and whenever I eat too much like greasy food, I get breakouts around my mouth because I think that grease just, it gets into your skin, you know? So that's why oily foods, you got to be careful if you're acne prone. But yeah, I think I used a hair product that caused a breakout and it was hard to get rid of. So I was never able to pinpoint exactly what it was though. So sometimes it'd be like that, but if I notice it again, then I'll be careful. Because I know Taylor Ann from Mad Curls was saying how she loves the African Pride products, the Moisture Miracle, but she couldn't use them because every time she did a wash and go with them, she would break out. And I totally relate. There were so many drugstore products back in the day that I loved, but I noticed that every time I used them, I would break out. So this is looking really good. My hair is definitely soaking in this side. Like, it's almost like gone on this side. So I'm really excited about this. Just because the ingredients are so good. Okay, so I used about 1/3 of the jar, which is standard for me and Main Choice deep conditioner. So I also didn't talk about the smell. It's hard to describe what the smell is, but it smells really good. Kind of has like a milky vanilla with like some type of fruit fragrance in there. I really like it. And I do feel like this, going in with this after like shampooing with the shampoo in the collection is really, really nice. So, wait, what were did it say how long to sit under your cap? Cover hair with a plastic cap and sit under dryer for 15 minutes. It usually takes a good 5 minutes for my dryer to get warm, so I'm gonna be up under there for 20, and then I will come back with my final results. All right, y'all, so I am back, and these are my final results. So this mask actually really did help a lot in terms of the moisture in the back of my head. So that is awesome. I'm sure you can tell that the frizz has definitely gone down. My curls are more plump in the back. You can actually see more of the curls in the back because before they just looked a little frizzy. The coilage is like crazy. Sorry, the struggles of being a cat owner. I always have cat hair in my face. So I really like this deep conditioner. It's not my absolute favorite, and I'm not going to be fiending to go back and use this the way I do like with my Curl Origin or like my She Sent It Manoy Moisture Slip. But this is really, really nice, and it's definitely, I would say, worth the money just with the ingredients and the way it makes your hair feel. And I do like it because it is softening. It's not overly softening though. It leaves the curls feeling really plump and juicy and hydrated, but you can still feel some of that touchable moisture. And I think that is a really nice thing, that something nice about this deep conditioner. I can still feel touchable moisture in my hair, and I can visibly see it. So I am absolutely satisfied with this product. So this gets an A+ in my book. I would still wait until Black Friday to repurchase this though. Just go over the claims really quick. Deeply penetrates to intensely hydrate. This does like really penetrate into your strands. When I took my plastic cap off, it looked like I had nothing on my hair. So it definitely penetrates into the strands very well. Noticeably restores hydration levels in dry, thirsty hair. Yeah, like my back sections were noticeably dry and they're already looking better. Like obviously they're still going to be a little frizzy because that's the nature of my hair, but I can see, like I can actually see the definition back in my curls, whereas when I started this video there was none, and I can feel the additional hydration and moisture that was imparted into my curls just from this deep conditioner. Superior hydrating formula, calms frizz and improves elasticity. Yes and yes. Leaves hair feeling soft, supple, and tangle free. My hair does feel soft, but it's not like crazy soft. Like it's definitely like, it's gonna be more manageable. It's going to be easier to do my hair, but I don't feel like it's super duper softening. But ever since I started using the hibiscus hair healer from Soultanicals, nothing seems to compare for me in softness, so I'm a little biased at this point. And it says helps to minimize shedding and breakage. I don't know about shedding. That's something that I would have to use, you know, like the whole system over time for. As far as breakage goes, the way that it makes your hair feel, the manageability that it imparts, it should definitely help to reduce breakage if breakage is a problem for you. But yeah, this mask is an A in my book. She good. She did that. I'm happy that this actually worked for me because I was kind of nervous that it wasn't going to be that great. But, you know, everybody's hair is different, so I'm definitely going to be keeping this in the rotation. I have about 2 uses left, and I will definitely use this up. I love my Main Choice deep conditioners. I think that she does deep conditioners well. And I do find that when I am using her products, especially her deep conditioners faithfully, I am seeing a difference in my curls. So if you have not tried the Heavenly Halo, I do suggest you try it if it's been on your radar. And, you know, of course, I always suggest to you guys, if price is always a concern, find coupons. You can always find coupons, and she does great Black Friday deals. So if you want to draw up a list and wait until Black Friday, I highly suggest doing that. And I love the Main Choice because, like, I can shop on her site during Black Friday and not feel like I have to rush, like, break my neck trying to get the products. Like, stuff is in stock. So either, you know, find some coupons to try the couple things you want to try, or wait until Black Friday so you can get an even better deal. But thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.